Hello and good morning, y'all. Welcome back here to Tower Unite. This weekend, Tower is doing a double XP fishing weekend, so I want to catch some fish. I haven't really done that on a video in a little bit, so we're going to catch some fish. But outside of that, I want to check out a workshop condo I downloaded. It's just one of them this week, or this video, I should say. So let's go check it out. It's called Groove's House. It's on the Ice Moon, so it kind of caught my attention. It's like the latest thing that was uploaded when I logged on today, so I was like, sure. Let's go ahead and look at it. But yeah, let's do this. Let's collect some fish, because I'm really bad about doing the whole fish thing. And then, if I have any time after fishing, there are some things I want to work on in Ball Race. But I might save that for next video. We'll see how long this stuff takes. But yeah, this is our Groove's house. I don't know what to really expect, but it looks very workshopped out. So, hello. You must be Groove. Alright, so what do we got going on in here? So we got our baseline room here. We got a little map of the world. Our laptop. Okay. Nice little fridge. Hello. You must be a good little chef. GTA Vice City. Ah, so good. I remember getting that game for my birthday when that came out. What was that, like 02 it came out? Remember getting that? Maybe it was 03. I think it was, yeah, 03 maybe. I remember getting that, and my mother sat down and watched me as I picked up a nice little working woman of the streets. That was fun. That was definitely a thing. But great. Okay. This little bathroom. I like the colors and stuff in there. It looks very nice. It looks very neon-y and just nice. I like the layout. This is very cozy. Not a huge house, but I like it. I'm not sure if it really needs to be on Ice Moon, but then again, I guess like the aesthetics really enhanced by Ice Moon here outside the window. So you know what? Cool. Cool little condo. Cool. Thumbs up. There you go, bud. Now let's go on the plaza. Let's go catch us some fish. Here we go. Let's go into one of the East servers. I don't know if we'll be catching a ton of fish, because I tend to get bored catching fish. But like, I've been really, really slacking on the whole catch and fish thing. I am so far away from having the XP I need. So, let's get in here. I don't even know if you can, like, get, like, winter coins for catching fish. I have no idea. Just because I never do it. But, let's see what happens. Alright, I want to get some bait. I want to get, like, the magic balls. What are they, magic balls? I forget. Mighty balls. Let's get a bunch of them. Let's try and aim for getting 15 fish. And see where we go from there. Now, where do I wanna cast my line? Do we want to do it like over here? Nice view of the plaza? Or do I want to do it like back like in that island there? I want to do it over here, I think. Let's do that. Let's use my mighty balls. My balls are very mighty. And let's see what happens here. Hey, everyone watching, hopefully you are doing swell. I'm really trying to get more stuff uploaded in general. I think I brought this up in the last tower video, but I've been trying to upload 7 days a week now. Can't guarantee I'll be able to stick to 7 days a week. We might drop down to 5 or 4, like whatever I can reasonably do. We'll see. But I've been just covering a lot of like itch.io horror games. Like I checked out like a Super Mario 64 based horror game earlier. I'm not allowed to get the fish. You're gonna reset the servers on me as I'm just like saying my hellos and talking about like the new videos I'm putting out. That's what you're gonna do at 10 in the morning. So what are you gonna do, Pixeltail? I had a really cool fish sitting right there. You're gonna reset the server on me? Is that how we're gonna play? Okay. Okay, I hear you. I'm not liking it, but I hear you. Alright. You know what'd be really good? Because this actually happens to me a lot. I feel like I play this game a lot when the server resets. Usually not when I'm recording, but if I'm like ever like on this like in an off chance off video, or if I'm streaming it, I'm always on as the server goes down. I wish I would like, do they ever like put like in the chat the server's about to be reset, like a nice like little 5-minute warning or something? That'd be very nice if they could do that. Not a big deal though. I think they do it twice a day. Not like you're really missing much if you get kicked out of the plaza, unless you're playing Dark Voyage and you have like a really good game going, or you're in the arcade. And you're like, I'm like level 97 to stack them. But, yeah, whatever. No biggie. Let's get us a fish now. Yeah, like I said, I've been uploading a lot of different videos. This channel is actually doing better than it, like, has in basically ever now. I'm trying to work towards that whole YouTube partner life. Not like I'm expecting to, like, make more than, like, you know, $2 on this channel, but I've been uploading to it for years and years and years and years and years and years. In fact, a lot of the oldest videos have been long removed from the channel, but I've been working on this channel for, like, my god, on and off, over a decade, 14 years probably on this channel. So I've been trying to, like, be good at it. I've been trying to, like, you know, spread my wings more than tower. Although I still love my tower. I love everything the tower's done for this YouTube channel. It's so nice. It's just such, like, a nice, like, fun, casual, chill and record game. Don't gotta edit. There's always something kind of... Ooh, I want you. Always something kind of, like, new and different to do. Or if not different, at least the results will be a little bit different. No, I wanted that one. Whatever, I'll take the question mark, I guess, so... I'm very thankful for tower. I don't want to, like, leave my tower behind. So I won't. But it's been really nice just kind of doing a lot more different stuff actively. It's like little, like, bite-sized, like, itch videos have been so good, because I can download one, record it, done in 10 minutes, and usually have a cool little experience going, so. Rubber duck. Beautiful. I love it. Cool. But you just trying to buff up that old watch time and buff up the old sub count. To hopefully, like, you know, make my way up in the whole YouTube ecosystem here. But it's not my top concern. But it's been feeling really rewarding lately to, like, upload videos and people are, like, actually watching them and stuff. It's really nice. You ever gonna bite this, dude? Are you ever gonna bite this? There we go. I was even ready to click because I just assumed he was just gonna keep booping it with his nose. Shit. What we get? Cool. Get on down there. So anything, like, really cool happening with me lately? Just the same old, making a lot of quesadillas. I have an obsession with making a very certain kind of quesadilla. Where you toss some chicken and Frank's Red Hot or buffalo sauce. Toss it in that, and then you build a quesadilla with a lot of Mexican cheese, like standard. A lot of peppers and onions, like a overwhelming amount. And then you throw the chicken on, and then you also drizzle some barbecue sauce over it before closing it up and cooking it. Serve with a side of sour cream. Like, that is how I do my quesadilla, and oh my god, it's so good. Like, just kind of like the melding of the barbecue and, like, the buffalo flavor together is so good. But it's also kind of, like, really enhanced by all the pepper and onion and the cheese kind of gluing it all together. So good. That's been my obsession. And then, anything else? Reading a lot. I'm almost through all the Goosebump Horrorland books. I'm on book 17 out of 18. All of them, with the exception of one of them, has been absolute just terrible. Awful, awful, awful. Especially the one I just read, which was book 16, which I forget what the subtitle for it was, but it was like this Halloween special. It is like twice the length of like the standard one in the series. And it was like all about like this orange alien named Bim, who like infiltrates like this kid's house and wants back rubs. And if you tell him no, he gets super angry. And he eats squirrels. Like, that's the entire book, but it's so nonsensical and just dumb. Hey, look, a speedy crab. That I'm just so glad I'm through. But now I have 2 more books. I have the one next to me now that I gotta read. It's called The Wizard of Ooze, and then there's one called Slappy New Year. And then I am done with the Horrorland books. All 18 of them. I am so happy. I've also been reading this book called The Midnight Library, which is, like, really, really depressing. And I wouldn't say, like, my mood lately has been, like, really great. So reading that book has been, like, a little bit, But that's about, essentially this girl kills herself is, like, the setup, right? She's, like, done with life, she has the worst day of her life, and, like, she's been planning on it, she does it. But then she finds herself, like, in this library, between life and death. And in the library, there's a librarian who will hand her different books, showing how her life would have unfolded if she made one different choice at these pivotal moments in life. Like, one would be like, what if I married this guy instead of leaving him, or, like, that was, like, originally planned, or what if I moved to Australia with my best friend that I had plans with. And, like, you get to read, like, how her life would have been. Or rather, the character in the story gets to read about how her life, or experience how her life would have been if she took those decisions. And, like, it's not, like, really reading. Like, she actually gets, like, teleported into, like, her body when the decision's made for, like, a few hours. And, like, it gets progressively more depressing. I'm, like, almost halfway done with it. I'm sure, you know, eventually it's gonna come down to, like, a nice, like, happy area. But right now it is the most depressing just anything. It's really good, though. Really, really good. So, like, I'm glad I'm reading it. I'm slowly but surely, like, getting to, like, all my books, because I bought so many from, did I talk about this in a video? I don't know. If I did, people don't remember. But I bought a lot of books from this site called secondsale.com, which does, like, a, secondhand books, basically. And they've had a buy 3, get 1 free sale for so long now. I think it's still going. And it applies to paperbacks, hardcovers, everything. As long as the book is $5 or less. And you'd think, like, the $5 or less mark would have, like, really, really low-quality books. No. No. I've, like, picked up stuff like Stephen King books and George R.R. Martin books and just so many, like, really good authors' books for, like, $5. Actually comes out less than that. A lot of these books I got, like, were, like, $3, $4.90, like, $3.98, all hardcover, almost all in mint condition. I bought, like, 30-some-odd books during this sale, and, like, 3 of them weren't in perfect quality. 2 of them were library books, and they had, like, the little cards in it and the stamp on it, but, like, it all looked fine. It just, you know, it was a library one. And then another one had sun damage on the spine, which not a huge deal to me. Because the book that actually had sun damage is one I already owned on paperback. I just wanted a hardcover version. I like having hardcovers much more than paperbacks. I much prefer reading them. I think they're more comfortable for me to hold everything, which I know is not the most common, like, take, but for me it is. So, I like having my nice little hardcover set. I also bought, like, one of the Five Nights at Freddy books, the first one, so I'm kind of curious how that is. Because I'm not like a big FNAF fan. Like, in terms of gameplay, I don't like it that much. But in terms of story, I'm very fascinated with, like, the world of that game. So I really want to check out, like, the first book, see how that's written. And then I also want to check out, like, the Security Breach, like, the new 3D one. Because that might, ooh, hello. That might be more up my alley. I want this big fish. That might be more up my alley, so I kind of want to check that out. But we'll see. What else is going on with me? Playing through a lot of different games. I finished up Red Dead Redemption 2 the other day. The game was fantastic. Loved it. I think it maybe dragged on a little bit too much. It was a very, very long game. Took me, I think it was 52 hours to finish up. I did, like, all the main side missions. I did all the stranger missions. And I did all the main missions. And the only thing I really kind of skipped out on were, like, the collectathon things, like the find 20 dream catchers in the world, or find the 7 hidden items, or collect the 48 hidden cigarette cards on the map. I skipped all that kind of stuff. But in terms of, like, basic mission structure missions, be it side or main, I did all of it, and I loved it. But man, that game ran so long. Like, as good as it is, that game had a lot of bugs, which is fair enough, considering, like, the ambitions of that game and how big that game is. So, like, the bugs I had, like, invisible enemies and, like, random fail states, and, like, there was, like, this one area that kept crashing, but, like, I can look by it, because, like, the game's huge, and for the most part, it all functioned fine. The only thing I really hated was there were so many missions that, like, were pure filler. I'm not going to go, like, into story details, but there was one mission. The mission you had to kind of go out of your way to get it, and it was literally just a cutscene. And if you wanted to get a gold medal for this one mission, you had to replay it and skip the cutscene, which ends the mission immediately, so you can get the finish the mission in 18 seconds or less challenge. Like, that's like the level of filler we're talking about. Like, The point where they make it so you if you want to get a gold, you have to replay a mission and skip the entire scene that you're supposed to watch. Like, that game, they probably could have chopped, like, 15 hours off that game, and people would have still thought it was, like, a long masterpiece. Still, great game. And then I went from, like, that masterpiece of a game, and now I've been playing through this game called American Fugitive, which is, like, an open-world crime thing. Like, you play this guy, and, like, he finds his father dead, and the cops thinks he kills him, and, like, he was put in jail for it, but then he breaks out of jail by climbing directly over razor wire because video games. And now he's, like, affiliated with, like, with the mob, and, like, he's trying to do hits to figure out, like, who actually killed his father to prove his innocence by murdering multiple other people. But I digress. The game's really cool, but it is, hello. It is very much like a GTA 1, 2, or Chinatown War sort of thing. It has, like, the top-down isometric view. And, like, a lot of it's, like, just kind of running around to different houses, breaking into them, stealing stuff. Because, like, you can just, like, burglarize any building and hold up any building on the map. And, like, it's cool. And, like, it plays fine. But going from, like, Red Dead Redemption 2, which is, like, this masterclass thing, to, like, this American Fugitive game, which is, like, $4 on Steam right now, by the way. If you're watching this as it's uploaded, it's really cheap if you want to check it out. It's really bizarre. The game's good, but my god. It is like 3 tiny little islands, the most generic missions, and just all the side content is like pure filler. I'm doing all of it because it's really quick and oddly enough sort of satisfying. But man, it is not the best game. I don't know. I like it enough. I'll be finishing it up later tonight on my stream. I'm on the final bits of it now. And I'm likely going to be moving on to, like, Nights into Dreams on the Saturn, or, like, Hogwarts or something, because that's out pretty soon. Alright. We shall see. Yeah, video game's fun. Oh, this is my last Mighty Ball, so let's see if we get, like, anything really good here. I want to get a good fish. Let's see if they give me a good fish. I would love a good fish. Come on, buddy. Scare you off. You know, like those bright golden glowy ones. None of these basic fish. I want the rare one, you know? I don't like want a question mark fish. Like, no, I want those wireframe crazy fish. No, you're only question mark? No, you're not good enough for me. You're not good enough for my mighty balls. Go away. Where's the good one? There it is. It's not quite the wireframe one that I want, but I'll take this one. This one's fine. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Ooh, we got a large blue marlin. I still have only ever got one $1 in this game, and I would love to, like, purchase stuff out of this. Is there, like, any other way to get $, besides catching them, like, in the ocean? Actually, I lied. I have 2 $. Like, I don't even know if there's, like, another way. Because I would love to, get some of this stuff. But I just never find the $. And I feel very, insufficient. Then again, I almost never do fishing. What am I XP get up to, actually, after those 15 fish? I'm curious. 97k. Oh, I'm almost at throwable shrimp. Should I, like... I kind of want to get the 100k. It's going to take me forever and a half to ever get all the way down that list. But I'm pretty sure fishing's the only thing I've never hit a milestone with in this game. What do I got? I get, like, 800 per? So, what do I need, like, 4 more? 5 more Mighty Balls? Let's do that, and let's do 2 magnets as well. We'll do a double-double. Why not? Do 2 more Mighty Balls, and we'll see how the Magnet treats me. I'm very curious. I think I'll say my plan for the next video. Oh, my other plan for the next video, because there's 2 stages I gotta go to. I believe it's... Oh god, I think it's Summit. And... Oh, what's the other one? It might be Nimbus, maybe. On Ball Race, I gotta get the 500 Melon achievement on both those maps still. I've been slacking. Which is weird, because I play a lot of Summit. At least I feel like I've played a lot of Summit Ball Race, but I guess not. So I think next video, unless I forget, which I mean there's always a good chance I will, I might do that. Because I would love to get the 500 Melon achievements and everything. Then I'm going to see if there's any stage left. I got to get the 3 golden melons on. There might be 1 still. I want to like start closing all the loose ends like my collection book. Not that like I'm a big achievement guy, but like I figure with how much I've played this game, I would love to at least like kind of have like all like, you know, the baseline achievements I really should have at this point. But I slack, you know? Because I don't really view achievements as like being a big deal or like anything to like really go for all too often. Every now and then I'll get one where I'm like, yeah, I want to get this. And I've done it a few times in this game. But for the most part, achievements could like not exist and I would not care. So that's kind of like where I'm at, but I wouldn't mind getting a few right now. Just say like I've kind of got like all caught up on stuff. Alright, let's see how this Magnet treats me. Ooh. Hello there, question mark fish. Come and get me. What we got? Ugh. I'm being so bad at this. There we go. Remember when, like, fishing first got launched in this game and I was so terrible? Barrel of trash! Oh my god, it found my content! Alright. How we caught that with a magnet? I have no idea. But whatever. I used to be terrible at fishing when it first came out. Then I got used to it. And ever since I kind of figured out how it works, I don't know if I've ever had a line snap since then. Okay. We got the throwable shrimp, I passed the 100k mark, and I've got a mussel. Cool. Now, where do I look, how am I looking on the fish collection in general? I'm missing a lot, aren't I? Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. I think I would have more than this. Marine life, how am I doing on this? Other marine life, a little bit better. Adopting animals, nothing. Treasures? Okay. There's a gun that I can get. Looks like some drums. I never pay attention to this. And trash. I'm even struggling to get, like, all the trash. I want the straw. Give me the straw. Alright. Well, I was just curious, but hey, I've got, you know, I'm slowly getting stuff. And double fish XP helped a lot there. We just caught what? How much did I get? 19 things? Yeah, because I used... Wait, no, I used more than that. 19... Oh, I got 21 things. Yeah, because I did 15... No, I did 17 Mighty Balls. No, 19. 19. 17 Mighty Balls, 2 magnets. You know what? Let's just use 1 lure to make it 20 fish even. Let's do it. Why not? Why not? Let me just catch you, sir. It's for the content. You want to be part of the content? you could be part of the content. Thank you. Lovely content. Oh, got a fish I never had before, too. Nice. Should we do, like, anything? Should I get, like, a... like, a nice, like, thumbnail shot here? I would love it if I want to, like, get a thumbnail shot, though, I can't. Why? Because the game's like, no, you gotta select bait. Maybe I don't want to select the bait. Maybe I want to be a fish. It's so wrong to want to be a fish. I'm gonna make this work, damn it. What if we got like a let's get the fun shot here. That totally works. If I do this and then I zoom out like this, and then I go, I want the fishing rod like this. It's beautiful. Wow, what a hole indeed. Now we got now you know what the thumbnail shot is. Well, you already knew it by the time you clicked in, but now you really know. Alright. But I guess we're going to call the video there. We caught a lot of fish. I think next video we'll probably do some ball race. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's probably what we're going to do. I'm going to tie up some of these loose ends I got. Also, definitely no winter coins from fishing. So be it. Let's call it there. So, I'll catch you guys again in the next video. Be it one of my horror games, be it that Sega Saturn video that I've been talking about for like months that I'm just never getting done. Although I am working on it, but I keep restarting it because I keep getting a better idea. But eventually that video will come out. Or be it like more tower videos, or maybe I'll never see you again, in which case, you know what? That's okay too. That's the power of the internet. But yeah, y'all have a lovely day. Catch you guys again if I catch you guys again. Y'all take care, and as always, toodles y'all.